Hello, guys. If you just give me like 1 second, just so I can announce that I'm live. Okay, again, a very weird timing to come on live here, but there was just a few little things that I really wanted to talk about. And as you have already seen the caption here, we are today talking about what is true independence. Um, Oops. Okay, I've opened up my video on my other phone just to interact if we have any live people with me, that is. So, who is the real independent person? I feel like it's so important to discuss that because I see like this misconception, about true independence. Now, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. Let's talk about students. Let's talk about people that just freshly gotten out of college and university. So, you thinking that, okay, I'm gonna have a job, I'm gonna get paid this much. That money I'm gonna use to buy a house, to buy a car, and extra maintenance or whatever. And that's me being independent. I'm an independent person now. However, if you look at the lifestyle on a daily basis, how it goes is you having to wake up on a certain time, coming back on a certain time, maybe spending extra hours shift and stuff like that. There's extra projects that sometimes you may come home with and you don't have that time then to give to your family because the time that you take away from yourself, you have to give it to something, right? And oftentimes it's going towards your work. And if that is what you're calling true independence, then that's not it. That's not it. And you guys know I love kind of talking about the psychology behind things or mindsets and emotional stabilization. Well, more on that obviously on my main channel, which is Lady Isha. But even on this channel, I didn't want the finance channel just to be about finances and money on like a surface level. I wanted this channel to still be a lot about the money mindset. So, yeah, everywhere I feel like every time I talk or wherever I talk, everything just kind of comes down to your mindsets, which and I feel like it's just so important. It's just something you cannot deny, right? So, you thinking about those things, think about that. Get into those shoes. Do you really think that's true independence, by the way? And now, oh, by the way, you obviously have been socially kind of wired to think that that is the right way and that is you being independent and blah blah blah. And then okay, now here's the thing. Now you're looking at somebody, for example, let's say it's a woman who's a housewife, a part-time housewife, let's say. Part-time housewife means that let's say she has a part-time job. Let's say she has her own business that she runs from home. Or even if she doesn't, she has a part-time job, okay? But rest of the time she has for her family, for the kids, for the house, for extra activities, for hobbies, for her husband. She has all the time. Now, who do you think is truly more independent here? The one who's having to rush to work every single day just to pay her bills and the rents and stuff like that. And most of the time, maybe it's a single person, let's say. Is that person more independent? And by the way, that person cannot just take time out for themselves or their family or for their holidays or for their days off whenever they like. They can't just switch off whenever the hell they like. They can't. So is that true independence? On the surface, it looks to you that that is independent, right? Because that person may have a car, that person has a job, that person has a reason to wake up and go to a place every single day. So on the surface, it seems that that is independence. But I think if you really look at it, the housewife probably with only a part-time job, actually she has a lot more independence than you. Think about it. She has time for her family. Why do you want to be independent and work so hard in the first place? So that you can have more quality time with your family. So you can have all the facilities one can think of, all the luxuries one can afford. But what are you going to do with those luxuries? Obviously, you want to spend that quality time and create memories with your loved ones, your family, or your friends, or the close ones, whatever it is, your husband, your children, right? That's what you want to do. That's the goal. Everybody works so hard. The goal always is we're going to be happy. How are we going to be happy? We're going to have more time with our family. We're going to be living in a better place. So we'll create better quality memories. That's your end goal, right? Whenever you think about money and stuff, you always have to think about, okay, what's the end goal here? It's not just about the money, because what you're going to do just with the money itself. What are you going to do with just the currency, right? If you think about it. But what you want instead, you think, oh, it's going to bring happiness because I'll have more money. That means I can have a better social standing. That makes me happy. Okay. I'll be more accepted around with the people around me. They'll be more accepting of me. My family will respect me more, let's say. I'll have more money for my wife. I'll have more money for my children, or for my family. um, I can show my friends a better time. We could party in a better way. Everything would be quality. So that's what you're thinking when you think more money. That's the ultimate goal, basically, right? That's all the things that you want. You want a bigger house. You want this. You want all of those things. But you also want a lot of time because that is your happiness. You want time. But then here you go. You start with this rat race or with this upwards going trend where I have a job, I have this, now I'm going to do that, now I'm going to do that, I'm going to go up the ladder, blah, 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 this, that, this, that. It never ends. And so you never really have that extra time. Whenever you want to take time out, you just cannot take the time out. You can't take the time out because you're so stuck. You're stuck trying to get that promotion. You're stuck trying to do that job, and you're stuck, getting to work every single day. And now you have a problem with the boss, and now you have problems with the colleagues. And not to say that being in a competitive environment is not a good thing. Of course, it is amazing. It's great, right? But I'm just here to talk about who actually then really is independent, because all of those things, it's actually you being held captive in a way. You're running the rat race. What is a rat race? You're doing what everybody else is doing, and you're in the same cycle every day. You're miserable. You're going to the job every day. There's traffic every day, so you hate the traffic. You hate coming back home late. Oh my god, now you have a problem with your wife or your husband, whatever, because now you're late. Oh, you need more money because you are planning to go on a holiday. Damn, that means I'll have to do extra working hours at least for the next 2 months so I can actually take that holiday and not be worried about money. How are you independent? And then you have this housewife, for example. I'm just giving you guys an example because I have this Facebook group also where we discuss a lot of women stuff and things, right? So I see this quite a lot where, housewives are probably a little bit shamed for being the way they are. They're home and they're more easy, and they may have a part-time job if they want to. But I feel like in my eyes, why are we actually even going to shame them, to be honest? Because they're actually they're actually living the true independence that you guys are trying to achieve by working so hard. Oh my god, without any full stop, no pause, no comma, nothing. Here's that person resting at home, waking up whenever they like, sleeping whenever they like. Their goal is, yes, to be happy, and they're already living that life. They have time for their family. They have time for their husband. They have time for social activities. They can go out dinners every week and stuff like that also. And while they also have a part-time job. Okay, awesome. So they're already living that kind of life that you are trying to achieve by obviously working so damn hard. Does that make sense? And maybe this video, could apply to women more so rather than men, obviously, because we don't really have house husbands, do we? I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I really hope we don't have those men on this channel, because this is more like an alpha men kind of place, hopefully. And the ladies here are quite feminine also. And even on the main channel, we have a community of very feminine, kind of laid back, not really laid back, but receptive women, that know their roles, and they want to appreciate the men that they have in their life. So that's kind of like what my content is all about on my main channel. But here, since we talk about like money, finance, and stuff like that, so I really wanted to talk about this mindset about true independence, because don't think that you are running after this kind of rat race and that will actually make you independent. It actually doesn't make you independent if you truly think about it. Independence is freedom, free time. You wake up when you like, you sleep when you like, you have more peace in your life. You don't have a boss as such. Not that it's a bad thing, but you don't have to like follow rules and strategies given to you by somebody else on a timeline that's been provided by somebody else, and there's no traffic you have to go through every single day and be miserable every single day. And when you go for a holiday, more extra hours at work also, just so you can save up a little bit extra. And you call that independence. Think about that. There is a reason why the truly wealthy people, what only 1%? How? And why? And you know what the funny thing is? Those people have all the time on their hands. Most of them. Okay, we're not going to talk about Elon Musk and stuff like that because I think that person obviously he has a whole different psychology. Okay, we're not going to get into that, but that person thrives for invention and creativity and production on a daily basis. So he will, whether he becomes a trillionaire, multi-trillionaire even, he will always be doing something next. He will always be creating something, and that's fine, right? Let's talk about the general 1%. They have a lot of time. They can throw all the social parties that they want. They can party on the yachts all they want, all day long. They have time. They can go horse riding all they want. They can go play golf all they want. They can play chess all day if they want to. They can travel. They can go holiday every time, anytime they want to. Drop everything. We can go on a holiday. They are not really waiting there for a boss to tell them whether they can take a day off or not. They don't have to spend extra hours to make that extra money because they're about to take a holiday. They're not waking up on somebody else's timeline or going to sleep because of somebody else's timeline. That's not their problem. That's not a problem in their life. Does that make sense? So what does that tell you? What does that teach all of us? That it is a specific mindset that we are supposed to have in order to even be in that circle, you know. When you, for example, if you are even hanging out with like truly kind of wealthy friends, you will often hear them say, yeah, they do work, no doubt about that, but they also are kind of smart in a way where they have a lot of you already know that we talked about that on this channel, even in my previous videos, ways to make passive income. Those people generally have a lot of systems set in place over a period of time where they have a lot of passive income coming in, whether it's from properties that they've invested in, whether it's just multiple businesses, whether they have invested in other people. So everything is generating money. You know, they have more checks than they have bills to pay. We all know that, right? You'll often see those people kind of having weekends off or just days off whenever the hell they want. They want to take a long drive to a different city today. They can very well drop everything and just go today, right? That is true independence where you want to get to also. Isn't that so? But the problem lies here. There is this level, this level, let's say the mediocre level. Even, by the way, and even if you have a really well-paying job, the mediocre level or this mediocre circle, it still keeps you in that rut. You keep running like a little cat and mouse. Oh, you're running late, you're running quick, you're running to the boss, you're running home, you're running for a holiday, you're running back from a holiday also because, oops, you have to get back to work in 2 days. Let's run back from the holiday. Let's run home, let's run back to our city. You're always running. I live in London, and London is such a perfect example of this rat race of running because everybody here, is running. Everybody is running. Every time I make, every time I step out of the house or I'm meeting a new person or anyone, when I talk to a random strange person, people also, networking and stuff, you hear them so much busy. I'm busy doing this and I'm busy doing that. They are busy doing so many multiple kinds of things. Are you really going to call that true independence? They don't have time to party. Okay. They never have time for family dinners as such. Okay. They never have time for family gatherings. Okay. Always busy. And it's become kind of like this trend also. I love Gary Vee, by the way, but this one thing that I just don't like is that Gary Vee, of course, is somebody who truly believes in the hustle culture, and I feel like he has also influenced so many people so much about the hustle culture. Good for him. I truly respect that person. I've learned so much from him myself also, so I'm not going to say anything against him, but in a way, this extreme hustle culture doesn't serve us right. No time for family. Maybe it is great for a certain kind of person that thrives for that and for whom it's the only goal in life, like be hustling till the time you're flipping 60, 70, 80. Okay, cool. If that's the kind of character you possess, good for you. But for the most of us, I feel like hustle culture, oh my god, no. No, and especially if you have ladies on this channel, a few of them, whatever, if you believe in hustle, I feel like you're always going to be in that mediocre level circle where we talked about this. It's all going to be run, 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 run all day, every week, every month, all year round. You're just running, running here, running to this, running back from this, running to the office, running back from the office. Run, run, run. If that's like a problem of your life, if that's a thing in your life, please don't call that independence. That's not, then that wife that we talked about in the beginning of this live already, the wife that has a part-time job but already she's living that kind of goal. If you think about it, she has time, wakes up when she likes, or does a part-time job, has a little bit of money, husband is kind of maybe providing, which is great, has children, has time for family events, has time for family gatherings, has time for supporting her husband, standing with the family, has time for friends, for social events, gatherings, whatever it is, whatever, hobbies, anything. She has time. And time is that thing that everybody, I think, should be, it should be just kind of your goal. Yes, you're going to work to get more time, to get more quality time with your family eventually. Yes, you're going to work and earn more to actually have time and do the things that you really like. Whatever hobby it may be, whatever sports you're into, whatever family events, anything, whatever it is that you want to do, your goal is to get happiness eventually, right? And some people think, of course, money itself is going to make them happy. It's not money itself that makes you happy. It actually is the things that you're able to do with that money that makes you happy. And what are the things that you want to be able to do with that money? You have to think about those things. So write it down right now. Take a pen and paper. Oh, I don't know why I was going to take a pen and paper. I have one on the side. But anyway, take a pen and paper. Write it down. Okay. Assume you have tons of money today. Let's just say you've received like tons of money this month. Your salary has 10x'd, let's say. What are you going to do? What are the things that are actually going to make you happy? Let's forget about the shopping and stuff. Like, shopping can only give you this much dopamine hit for a while. Like, just, you'll be done with that soon anyway. Like, how many clothes can you buy? How many shoes can you buy? How many can you wear? Does that make sense? At one point, it becomes like a normal thing for you. And we all know when things become normal, they're not exciting anymore. When you have all the Gucci's and whatever brand you're into, I hate Gucci, by the way, but anyway, whatever you're into, for how long is that going to make you happy? At one point, it's going to lose its excitement anyway, right? So let's not talk about those temporary happinesses. Let's talk about like the eventual goal. Like, true happiness is going to last you now. The peace, the comfort. What is that? Comfortable house. Makes sense. Okay. What else are you going to do? Invest in businesses so they can give you passive income. Invest in properties, passive income. Generate some business systems, passive income. Invest your money, crypto, stock, whatever it is that you do, which I love doing. Anyway, what is that going to give you? Passive income. When you have passive income, in the long term, of course, then you don't have that worry to actively earn money. When you don't have that worry, then here you go back again. You have time for your own happinesses. Whatever happinesses that you kind of write down. Home, good memories with family, good time with your friends, lots of holidays maybe. Lots of time for my hobbies. Horse riding, what are you passionate about? Some of us love writing. I love writing. I have plenty of time to write without worrying if it's a day off or a working day, whatever. I can drop anything, I can write. To me, that's true independence. Yesterday, all day, I shared that on my Instagram also. Yesterday, all day, I was at the spa. I worked out a little bit. It was like this girly day, spa day, which I usually do only once a day. Which I usually do only once a week. And yesterday, it just came in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I enjoy this so much. Why is it only once a week? I should do this twice a week. I immediately went to the counter and I upgraded my membership. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this twice a week, not just once. So twice or thrice. It's better for me. I like it that way. Because it feels good to me. It makes me happy. It's like your body's relaxed, your mind is relaxed, and you can just sunbathe and read and relax, and you can read and write and do all the things that you like. And I love it. And I have so many friends there. and I have all the time I can spend there without really worrying whether, you know, to actively run there, run here, because I have to go make money. That shouldn't be a worry in my life. Does that make sense? You should always be living in abundant. You should always have that abundant mindset. Set systems in place that make you true money, you know, where you don't have actively have to be like running after money. Instead, it just comes to you. It multiplies, you know, and you invest. I love investments also. So when you have like that kind of thing sorted, you can spend so much time. You have all the time on earth now to spend on the things that you really, really love to do. Reading, writing, horse riding. You like working out all the time? Do that. Awesome. You like to be a social butterfly or, you know, host events and stuff? You can have so many activities you can focus on. You like charity events? You like hosting charity events? Do that. Do whatever you're passionate about. Your life should actually be about following your passions, right? And then, yeah, money should be like an easy thing to come by. Meanwhile, you are just doing the things that you really like on a daily basis. So you have a reason to wake up, and the reason is your inner happiness, like your passion. The reason is not running late to work, my boss is gonna scream at me, running late for whatever. All the problems, the rat race problems. Yeah, no, we don't need no rat race problems over here, okay? Anyway, when you are done with the rat race problems, then you may as well call yourself very independent. Now that's independent. You have a lot of money. You can drop anything at any time, do whatever you like to do. That's independence. Then you can call yourself truly independent. Whether you're a girl or a guy, I feel like it applies to anyone and everyone. I don't know why I titled this video as Who is a True Independent Woman? But yeah, no, this goes for everybody. Okay, who is a true independent person? Well, now we know. Guys, this was it. I wanted this live to be very short, but it's still a long one. So thank you so much, whoever is going to watch me later. I hope this makes sense to you. You can, of course, disagree, whatever your points will be. I would love to know them in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? And for the ones who are going to be new to this channel, hi. Hello, my name is Isha. I'm also the founder of Isha Cosmetics, and I also coach people, whether it's in their level up journey, in their grooming journey, and also for them to become a better person, emotionally be healed, mentally get it together, okay? And I help them kind of consult and no, I consult them to help them to improve the quality of their life by having a healthier mindset and a healthier emotional stabilization and overall well-being, and I kind of guide them through the process, and that's what I do. If you would like to book me, obviously any link, every link, whatever I talk about is always in the description down below. Anyway, you can check it out. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. It helps us to, you know, convey the message to more people, whoever needs this. And subscribe to the channel. Also become a part of this community. I do come live quite often whenever I really feel like, you know, I love talking, I love conveying messages, and especially when they're all about mindsets and stuff like that. I'm all about that, so I love talking about stuff like that. If you have any topic suggestions, obviously leave them down in the comment below, and maybe next time I would give you a shout out also and talk about whatever it is that you suggested. Thank you guys, and good night.